Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we will be discussing again something which has always been asked, especially these days when you're very close to the prelims examination. That is, how many revisions are needed before the real examination? Now, this is again a question which is very irrelevant at certain times because, first of all, it's a very subjective thing as to how many revisions you get to do. It all depends on the amount of time that is available with an individual, and how early has a person completed the syllabus and how far he can go ahead with revision part of the examination. So इट्स अ वेरी सब्जेक्टिव थिंग, और कोई ये नहीं कहता है कि मैंने इतने बार रिविजन्स किए हैं और उसके हिसाब से ही मैंने आंसर किया था. So in my case scenario, at least I cannot say how many revisions did I do. So as and when I could do, I was revising the things that I had studied and I had highlighted in my notes, etc. So these are the things which ideally you can be doing to have a favorable amount of revisions, or can do to make yourself feel comfortable before the examination. So that's what I'm going to tell you. So first of all, the concept is more the number of revisions, the better it is for you, because it is all about recalling and remembering the things that you have done. And if you have studied a lot of things and not able to produce that in the examination, that is a big failure. So it's about how much time you can take out for revisions, and more than reading multiple sources, how many of your basic sources are you going back to again and again for you to recall maximum number of things. That's most important. Now, the second thing is that close to 5 6 times of revision is always considered ideal, because for a human being to remember things, you need 2 or 3 iterations. You need to reinforce that multiple times. There is no one who can remember things in 1 or 2 times. Everybody takes time to like understand, perceive, and get to a real conclusion as to how many things are necessary and how much of a time that they can take out for it. So it's all about identifying that, and also do a cost benefit analysis of your uh, portions that you are revising. For example, you need not revise each and everything that you have read in the static textbook, or each and everything that you have made out in your notes. The most important relevant things which are highly rewarding in the examination perspective, जैसे कि एग्जामिनेशन में उस एरिया से बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस आ रहे हैं, तो उस चीज़ को बहुत बार रिवाइज करना will be appropriate and will be highly rewarding. For example, I'll give you things like maps. We had already talked about how to read and how to like give more importance to looking at maps. So map, if you have multiple revisions, only then will you be able to recall a lot of things. And also, the more the number of revisions that you give to the map related portions, the better it is for you, and it's highly rewarding also. Now, the government of India acts that the colonial government had brought in, that is truly very important. The provisions of them are often questioned in the prelims, and also if you get confused between 2 or 3 government of India acts, you will not be able to get to a conclusion. तो डिफ्रेंशिएट करके ये हर बार रिवाइज करना इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है. और मैं ये भी रिवाइज करती थी कि आर्ट एंड कल्चर में द बुद्धिस्ट एंड जैन टेक्स्ट, they often give you mixed up situation, and you have to figure out which is a Buddhist text and which is a Jaina text. So that's not very easy if you're not familiarized yourself with it, and you're certainly confused with it. So please try and do that. And also, chronology in history is very important. Even in ancient, medieval, and modern times, you have to understand the chronology and the sequence karke each dynasty ka rule, the chronology of certain kings and the rulers. That is also very important. The next thing that you have to do is that before you attend each mock paper, whether it's for prelims or mains, you have to revise whatever you have with you completely, so that after revision and after attending the paper, you are getting to a conclusion as to, yeah, these are the things that I covered in my study area, these are the things that I need to cover more, and how far I am able to recall the things that I have put in my notes, put in my static textbook, etc., when in the real examination case scenario. So revise before each mock paper, make it a factor, because without revising, if you're going and attending a mock paper, you're not able to analyze the your level of study, your progress that you are making, etc. So please revise it. And also, what how attending a mock paper with proper revision helps you is that it helps make certain things part of your subconscious memory itself. So even if you are not rereading and re-revising just before the examination also, since you have attended so many of these mock papers with enough practice, you will be able to make it a part of your subconscious mind, and certain things will come to you very easily, even in a case scenario where you are not really able to recall other things. So as many as practices you make with the revision and mock paper, these things will certainly help you in your examination as well. The next thing is that practicing is as important as revising. So certain people I know who only focus on revision in the sense they go back to their textbooks, they go back to their notes, etc., but they never write a test to practice whether they are able to recall it. So revision without practice is truly not rewarding and not fulfilling. So the combination of revision plus mock tests or revision plus practice, that is what is ideal for you. And one of the things that you can also do is that after attending a mock paper or after going back to a source multiple times, you can highlight the things which are most important, and also you can add new value addition points that you have learned from the mock papers, you have learned from other people, etc., to your static portion or to your notes, so that when you revise, you are you're seeing the highlighted portions and you're reading that only, since you have a limitation of time, and also the value added points that you have put down in your resource book, that is also truly important. So you can highlight that using sketch pens, you can have highlighter pens, etc. So that way you will save a lot of time during revision, so that you don't have to read each and every line. Whichever line is important and whichever value added points you have added on to that particular material, that can be revised. So that can be done. And also finally, what I would tell you is that how many number of revisions should I do is a very irrelevant question. So don't ask people how many number of revisions that you can do. The concept here is that the more you revise, the better, and it's all based on time, all based on the circumstances where each aspirant is. And also revision in itself is not a rewarding process. As I told you, revision plus practicing it, and revision plus attending mock tests, that becomes very crucial, and nobody really talks about it. So that's why I took an initiative to talk about it, and I think really hope that you guys benefit from this particular explanation and understand the reason why I emphasize on a certain element of preparation other than the things that I've already talked about. So I hope you will incorporate these practices, especially when you're nearing your prelims examination, as well as even before the main examination. These same concepts apply. So that's all that I had to tell you. So if you have any queries with respect to anything that I mentioned, you can definitely come back to me and mention it in the comment section. So I wish you all the best once again. So until the next video, it's a goodbye from me. Thank you so much.